And my face
Hello,
is bleeding
no one that is here
because
yet.
that's what usually happens.
Why does your face bleed every time
Your
we go
face bleeds when you're live.
live? Oh, that is
When
a
I'm
very
alive,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good sign of being alive. To be perfectly honest. Why am I still set to GM? I logged in as a player.
Can I as the owner?
Oh!
We see too much. We see too much.
Ahem. You see too much?
Yes, from your DM. Your DM.
I hit
Why
reload.
don't I do that all
Oh, hey, Adam subscribed.
again? Apparently, I have to do it like every month because it just doesn't just automatically do it.
Are you? Yeah, we were. You are if Prime. If you just like get a Twitch subscription,
Come on, go back up.
it auto renews.
Yeah, no. And I should do at some point do both.
Hi, Crep.
Hi.
Oh, hey, that's me.
At some point, people's got to get like Crip's like little icon on his instead of the default boxes.
I've not worked out how to do that yet.
Why does this keep scrolling? What the fuck's going on? What is happening?
You trying to get the picture to stay in the middle.
It's like scrolling when I move my mouse. It's not supposed to do that. Now it's not.
There you go.
Can I zoom back out to see the whole thing?
No. Don't be silly.
Okay, it's not scrolling anymore.
It was a little bit.
Shut the fuck up. All right.
Anyway.
To change your icon, go back to regular Roll20
Oh.
and change it on your profile, I believe.
I am not doing that.
Yours is already
I am
there.
gonna be my adorable little thingamajig.
Yeah, you're already fine. It's Crip. Crip is the problem.
He has just the default one. Because he's a nerd.
I mean, to be fair, he could always just, like, turn on his camera.
He could do that. But does he want to? I mean, like, there's light will be in his shot now, wouldn't there be? Because it's, like, morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that would, like, break everyone's immersion.
That wouldn't break any immersion.
Nope, I'm too used to his nerd face.
Okay.
I wish my face would stop bleeding. Anyway.
While we're getting
Welcome.
started, I'm going to tweet out. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep, I was gonna say welcome to the tower. This is no longer just learning how to play D&D 5th Ed with Crip Vox and the ship. Well, now we're gonna be playing some D&D 5th Ed using a homebrew setting that I've ran for ever. And hopefully the quality will go up because then I don't have to write a story, you know, because it's already written.
Gotcha.
Hopefully at this point everyone will have more fun with it, especially the players, because they're the only ones I really care about in this experience. As some background, the game is called The Tower. It centers around a black obsidian tower that randomly appears next to towns and usually leads to their destruction. Whether it's some political intrigue that happens, monsters pour out of it, destroying the town, a banshee is found in the middle of town and screams, killing everybody, what have you. Some tragedy usually befalls the town some duration after the Black Tower appears. Because these Black Towers constantly appear to destroy towns, most governmental entities don't get above a city-state. Usually when a city begins to think about expanding beyond that point, a tower appears, destroying it.
Towers are bad.
They're real
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
This game was originally designed to be a dungeon crawl, so there will be a lot of dungeoneering involved in this game.
Okay.
And you don't have to kill everything.
Hi.
You can undertale it if you want.
Or we can just kill everything. Ruin your life.
Oh, he doesn't care
Oh.
either way.
Yep. Just have fun with it. Play your character the way you want to play your character, and don't let me tell you how to play your character. One thing that is different for people who may be watching this in the past than a standard D&D game is that in addition to the normal backgrounds and classes these characters have, they have a legacy that ties them into the story. Just makes it easier for me to integrate them in the story as a whole. So do you guys want to introduce your characters before we delve into the new day?
Sure. Why not?
All right.
Boxman, go first.
Me?
Your stream. Yes.
All right, sure. I am Ashroon, the sentient sword. Yes, I have a sentient sword. And I think I'm about to murder Kyrus by accident. Someone
Please
pushed
don't.
me towards him.
Chicken.
There's not much I can reveal about his backstory right now, because it'll be revealed during play. Yeah, he's just a sword. A great sword, but a sword nonetheless.
But he is great.
He is great.
Who's next?
You.
Oh, okay. I am Kyrus. No last name. I am
Like Madonna.
I am just Kyrus the Ranger, a lone hunter out in the wild who prefers the company of the wilderness to civilization and the constructs of man. I have come to this black tower to test my ever seemingly impossibly high amounts of luck, and I'm going to see how much money and prospects I can make from this dangerous tower that looms before me.
Great. I am Riswin. You may call me Riz if you're my friend, which no one is yet, so all of you get wrecked. I am a mountain dwarf. I can speak English. Doesn't sound like it, but I can. I am much
That's
strong.
a laugh.
I am much strong. I have a very fucked up past that is likely gonna be revealed. Lots of shit happened. And I have heard things that made me come here to this place to stop badness from happening. Yay.
Yay, stop badness.
Great.
Well, you guys find yourself in a small outpost kind of setup where a lot of the buildings are made out of like hewn log. The surrounding region is a temperate forest, and you're about a 2 days travel from the closest major city. This little outcropping of a town has set upon itself to be centered on this recent appearance of a black tower. The black tower is the heart of the town, and the only really nice establishment is a building called the Dragon Roost Tavern. And in fact, the town itself, the little outpost hovel, has set upon itself to call it after this tavern. It's early morning as you guys arrive, whether you arrived the night before or you're just arriving now in the morning. You have the sound of bacon sizzling in the morning and people meeting up before adventuring into the Black Tower.
So this village was built around the Black Tower because it just appeared?
Correct.
People are ballsy.
Are they aware of what the tower does?
Yes. The founders of this town are aware of it.
Then why the hell did they put a village around it?
Partially to watch it and take control of it and to prevent things from getting out of it. There is a strong paladin and divine order presence here, mostly representatives of the Church of Palor, and also cannons. There are cannons on the walls that point at the tower, not outside of the town.
Interesting. Okay.
So you guys find yourself in the bottom floor of the Dragon Roost Tavern, where people are gathering to form parties. They're leaving. Some people are eating breakfast. There's a group of gnomes tuning up instruments. There is a barmaid who's using arcane forces to bust tables and things of that. She isn't actually going to the table. She's just waving her hands and things are cleaning up, money's being collected and of such. Characters of note, as you see, is that there is a kindred with rainbow colored hair sitting at a corner booth by herself. And periodically what doesn't look like the savory type periodically comes out of the kitchen to bring food to patrons.
Cutting out for me a lot.
It's fine on my end. I don't know why it would be cutting out for you.
Fine for me.
Is it better
It's
now?
better.
Hello?
Yes, it is.
Rainbow-haired kindred, character of note, rainbow-haired kindred, and an unsavory-looking fellow comes out of the back, the kitchen area, to bring food to patrons that order it.
Okay. I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat something. I walk to the bar, I guess, and ask for the first thing that I see on the menu. Whatever that is.
You call it out. She seems to kind of acknowledge your existence, and then goes back to whatever she's doing. Within a few minutes, a plate of, the continental breakfast comes out and is placed in front of you. It's eggs, bacon, sausage, potatoes, basic
That's making me hungry in real life.
stuff.
That was fast. Good service.
She's good. I start numbing it. Looks delish.
Can I just be casually sat in the corner of this tavern, keeping eyes on everybody?
Yes. So you take a seat in the...
Oh, now
Oh,
you're cutting
God.
out.
Now you're cutting out.
am I still cutting out?
No.
No, you're fine now.
Fine now.
You sit in the opposite corner from the kindred, and you see people coming and going of various races and species. There doesn't seem to be any discrimination going on here in this establishment. You do see the barmaid will take a point to come bring like tea or a hot beverage to the kindred sitting in the opposite corner of you. And it seems pretty bustling for, well, maybe not as bustling as it should be, being the only establishment in town.
Right. So this is just me and Chippy at this point, right? Or is Vox here as well?
He can choose to come down.
You cut out the very end of that sentence.
He can
They're still coming out.
Intro.
Here, let me fix this. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. He can introduce himself any way that he wants. If he wants to come in the door as he's just coming from hunting in the morning, or if he wants to come down the stairs. However he wants to introduce himself into the scene, I'm fine with.
Okay.
Considering we could just come in from hunting.
You do have a boy with you.
Yes. I am currently holstered? No. Sheathed on boy's back.
You don't want to be close to anyone's crotch.
What?
You don't want to be close to anyone's crotch.
No, I'm a
Being
great.
sheathed on their waist.
I'm a great sword. It would be kind of awkward for me to be sheathed on the waist, especially
Drag
on
it
a
along the
young
ground.
Mm. Depends on how she's. Nope. I'm nope. I'm not making the comment.
So you
then.
come in from hunting.
Yes.
He walks up to the bar and grunts as he sets down like boar meat on the bar.
You're cutting out for me again?
He wasn't for me.
Fine for me that time.
Yeah.
Something on the bar.
Boar meat.
Boy dumps boar meat on the bar and grunts at the barmaid.
That time I heard it.
Yay.
She kind of looks at it. And like, you see like
Sees the
you
butt.
see the busting of tables kind of like cease for a moment as she kind of looks at the boar carcass laying on her once immaculate counter. What am I supposed to do with this?
I'm sorry, my face is covered with my hand right now. God damn it. Why are you popping on the fucking countertop?
For reasons.
As the awkward situation continues, he grunts again.
I stare at the boy with the operative long sword and continue to fucking eat. That's it. I look at him and I eat my bacon.
I have no idea why he put that down on the counter.
Because he doesn't know etiquette.
Because he doesn't know etiquette.
You're the one leaving
he-
with the boy.
Does he mean it as a gift? Or does he want her to cook it for him?
Probably cook it. He sees other people getting food. So he assumes that if he hands her food, she'll cook it.
This is brilliant.
He grunts and nudges at the boar, looking at her longingly.
I believe he wishes you to cook it for him. A voice from behind him.
She kind of rolls her eye. She kind of rolls her eyes as and flicks her hair behind her ear as she like snaps her fingers, and the unsavory fellow comes out from back and drags the boar off. As he begins to drag the boar off, the boy attempts to follow him.
It may be better if we stay here.
But he whimpers as you say that, and the man disappears back into the kitchen.
They'll bring it out once it's cooked. Don't worry.
The tavern goes back to what it was doing.
Everybody.
I don't.
Yeah.
I stare at this boy and this talking sword. I'm not used to talking objects. I'm curious about how and why. And what's the story there? But I don't say anything. I just watch oddly.
I pull at his back, at the scabbard a bit, with my ability to fly, and say, perhaps we should take a seat over there and wait.
Give me a second.
I keep looking at chat, and the last message that I see is for say Shippy.
Yeah.
And I feel oddly proud of myself.
Deserved.
Because Amanda thought exactly what I was thinking, I'm sure.
Oh,
I'm just casually eavesdropping and spying on everybody.
that sounds like you.
Yeah.
So, Crip's a Crip,
Yeah.
literally.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot to tag people in that tweet. Oh well. Too late now.
People like Crip. And
People like
Adam.
Crip.
And not me because I don't use Twitter.
You're on Twitter
Yeah.
though.
I am. I just don't use it. So tagging me on things is like pointless. Sorry.
Go follow this person. She checks Twitter once every 3 years.
You're being very optimistic there, buddy. It is not once every 3 years. It's longer than that. Though I did make that specific account like last year or so. So you can say that I've checked once last year. Yeah. I was very mad. Someone had taken the girl who ships.
Yeah.
They
Sure,
use it
that's
as
a
much
boot.
as I do.
Rip, you are booped.
Yeah, I noticed the boob. Was trying not to give it attention.
It's okay, you can ignore me. I tickle you.
Mm-hmm.
And I boop you for Amanda. That way you can't ignore either.
God's sake.
Get wrecked, bitch. Yeah. I really like that we have the sound thing here now. The other one broke a lot.
It did break a lot.
Yeah, now the only thing that seems to be breaking is me and my Discord.
It's always something.
Yep.
Sadly. I think it's literally like direct calls.
I hate when my face is bleeding.
Have you
It's
I
taken
like
okay.
care of it?
sneezed and blood went everywhere.
Ugh.
Oof.
It was great. Anyway, so I gotta just slow down though, so hopefully I'll manage
I like
it.
how both of the boys here are like, ugh, ew. And I'm like, it's fine.
It's Tuesday.
Normal day.
So he follows you to the chair you want him to go sit at, and he sits down and lays you on the chair across from him.
Okay.
Because you're obviously a person.
Obviously a person.
What is their
That's just
position
flops on
in
them.
respect to my position? Oh no, Adam sneezed again.
He sneezed his brain out of his face.
Not out of his nose, out of his face.
Yes. His whole face opened up and the sneeze came through and blood went F. Or an alien.
Mm,
Just don't let him hug your face.
yeah, I don't want those kind of eggs.
Oh my.
I'm facey palming. Facey palming. Yes, I am facey palming. Not face
Tell him to
palming.
put a tampon up his nose, it'll be fine.
That makes me think of Final Destination. I think the third one, where a lady shoves tampons on her kids' ears.
I don't remember that one.
It's the one with the racing track.
I wouldn't know.
Right?
Wow, crap.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that one.
And you don't remember it. Good job.
I mean, it's me we're talking about.
True, I shouldn't expect much.
Yeah, control.
Okay.
He controls my nose.
So you asked what his relation like in the room in compared to you, and we'll say that you're probably he's probably sitting at a booth, maybe like 3 or 4 away from you.
Okay.
Where am I in relation to either of them?
You're at the bar. So the bar runs the length of the back of the room. There's a line of booths that go from the bar's right hand to the front of the store, and then there's a line of booths that go across the back or the opposite wall of the bar, and they're on the line of booths that are on the opposite end of the tavern.
Okay.
Can I see the magical talking blade from where I am?
You see the hilt sticking in the air.
Okay.
Oh, did he like
Just
put
check.
me upright in the chair?
Yeah. So he could look you in the hilt. Or if you prefer to be blade up, he would put you that way.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think anyone is about to attack this tavern.
He randomly picked one, and that's what he always does.
I am just casually eyeing the magical blade with curiosity.
After about 15 minutes of you eyeing the blade with curiosity, an
Being
entire
creepy.
an entire roast pig, cut, grilled, whatever comes out, and cut into
Oh my God.
all the different meats, all the different cuts.
Damn. They do good work.
Discord's being a bitch tonight.
Discord, why?
I heard about the pig being delivered, prepared, all nice.
Yep.
Yeah. And the boy just begins tearing into the meat.
Okay then.
I'm guessing Vox doesn't need to eat.
Nope.
He's an object.
I am a
He doesn't
sword.
have a stomach trap.
Does he need to sleep?
Sort of.
He needs to rest and get sharpened.
Oh, please stroke that stone over me. There, sharpen my edges.
What the fuck?
As most of you eat, and the tavern begins to thin out, the barmaid walks up to the barbarian and goes, "So what brings you to town?"
I've heard about this thing coming up. I came to take a look.
Well,
You do know what they do, right?
of course we do.
Then why the fuck did you build a fucking village around it?
It's more of a place to entertain the garrison that's stationed here.
Have you ever had any incidents here?
Of course, when it first appeared.
I meant this bar in specifically.
You think with this many Palerites, we'd have trouble here?
People don't usually get along. Coming close to this area, trying to pick a fight with something, doesn't end well.
Well, the gods protect. And death is final.
Great.
Thank you for the insight. I don't say out loud.
How long will you be staying in town for?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to decide what to make of this.
Well, if you plan to go into the tower, I recommend to make some friends. Socialize. Going in alone is, what's the word? Foolish.
I was expecting stupid.
I would say suicidal, but I feel like you're a little more sturdy than that.
Sadly.
When you want to die?
Survivor's guilt, man. I was the only survivor. I have to feel like it fucked me up. I am no bueno.
I'm so tough and I hate it.
I
I'm the
watched
worst.
every single person that I love die. Shut up. I have a very tragic backstory. Shut up. Is that 22 times that I told you to shut up for that right now?
23. There was one a bit earlier.
How about you two stop screaming at each other from across the room and go have some breakfast together?
I actually go to see the... I suppose.
Wait, you cut out, I think.
Looks like a fella that can handle his own.
I'm like casually repairing or fletching arrows.
Me, oh
in
my
the
god,
corner.
Discord.
Oh no.
Everything is
better
breaking.
now?
Yes.
Wonder why.
I heard it.
So,
I casual, and then it died.
Yeah, I was casually repairing and fletching arrows in the corner, like restocking my quiver.
You getting ready to go in?
I'm getting ready to get a closer look. I don't think anyone should go in. Not alone, at least. What about
Well, there's a story. It's long.
you? Sorry.
It's not worth mentioning right now. I don't like those things. I've seen what they do up close.
I've heard many tales over the years. I've never seen one this close myself, but I want to test my luck on the inside a little bit. Are you not curious at all about what is within?
I'm more curious about what it can do on the outside.
If the books are to be believed, they can do much. They can destroy much.
I would know. Also sorry about my mom talking in the background.
It's fine, Betty heard her.
Okay, good.
You saw all the paladins defending this location?
Not here. But I've seen the destruction it can bring. It's not a smart idea to have a town surrounding it. It's dangerous.
We only need to wait and see what might occur. Or we can take a more direct approach.
No, that's what I'm thinking. But 2 isn't enough.
Have you seen something strange about that sword over there? I mean, I was on the other side of the room, but I swear I heard it talk.
Yes, you did. I have no idea what's up with it, but yep. It was talking. I could hear when the weird boy approached the bar.
Are talking weapons like something that people would know about? Or are they like a rarity in this, even in this fantasy world?
It would be a rarity, but there would be legends of them.
Yeah.
Probably worth a pretty penny.
That's true.
Oh no.
Can I melt down Vox?
I'd be worth more as a magical item than slag.
I mean, can't I reforge you into something better?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because if I'm destroyed, I lose all my magical properties.
Well, that's convenient.
I have a question that I can't ask. I regret my brain.
I'm not trying to kill Vox, I'm trying to remake him into something more valuable.
I was thinking something
Like
else.
arrowheads.
Exactly.
That is the least valuable thing you can melt me down into.
Can you imagine every time I shot an arrow?
I second Amanda's sentiment in chat. That is very much how I feel right now. Talking objects are not common. I'm not sure what to make of it.
Well, you seem like the social type. Go say hi to the sword.
Could you say that again, please? I didn't hear your reply.
Well, you seem like the social type. Go say hi to the sword.
Why don't you go, elf?
I'm fixing a few of my damaged arrows. I'll be right over. You go break the ice.
That's a good excuse. Good
Thank you.
job. I cautiously approach the boy with the sword that's sitting down on the chair.
The boy is eating like a savage. He's just tearing at me, and like grease and like fat is just dripping down his face and getting all in the fur on his collar, and it's just everywhere. But he's just chowing away, tearing into it. He's not using utensils at all. Maybe like some kind of barbarian almost.
Excuse me? I feel personally offended by this. Yes, I can. Nothing's stopping me. Fight me, bitch. Hi. I'm not sure how to approach a boy that's tearing through pig pieces with a talking sword, so give me a break, okay? Hi is the best that I have.
He doesn't even look up from his food, but he does grunt an acknowledgement of your existence.
So, are you the voice of this party? I asked the sword. Because that's totally normal, talking to objects.
The sword doesn't respond. Because he doesn't actually know you're talking to him.
I'm looking at him. Because I noticed that the boy was doing nothing. So I turned to the sword and asked, are you the one speaking for this party?
Yeah, the sword still doesn't realize you're talking to him.
The boy throws a finished off bone and bounces it off your blade to get your attention.
What? Huh?
I'm talking to you.
Oh. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What were you asking?
If you're the voice of this party, which apparently, since your friend over there doesn't talk much, seems you are. What are you?
I'm a sword. What do I look
Well,
like?
clearly, but it's not something you see every day. Talking objects, especially talking weapons. That is
true.
What's your story?
That's sort of complicated, and I don't really remember most of it. Or any of it, really.
Sounds fascinating. So what you doing here?
What am I doing here?
Yeah.
I'm protecting the boy.
What is the boy doing here?
He grunts at you, and then goes and like abruptly stands up, grabs the sword, and tries to sheath it as you're talking, looking at you like maybe you kind of want to take his treasure.
Okay.
Do you
Put
let
my
him?
hands
do you
up.
let him sheath you?
In a means no harm way. Hey. Lord. The elf over there, I point to the ugly ass elf in the corner with his arrows. And I were thinking about checking out the. What was that?
It's Adam rolling.
Oh, okay. We're checking the. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, Grip.
What? It wasn't me. I was explaining.
The tower.
Oh, it was. Adam, I see. It wasn't showing his. It wasn't showing. Shush. We're thinking of checking on the tower. See what's up with that. That's all. 2 ain't much for a party.
Growl.
I take a cautious step back.
He reaches over and grabs like a rib and slowly eats it while not taking his eyes off of you.
I take another smaller step back to show that I am not intending on taking his sword.
He slowly sits down back at his table and then takes his hand off the hilt and begins eating with both hands.
Is he still looking at me like I'm trying to take his toy?
He's looking at, he doesn't break eye contact with you, and he's eating very slowly. You know like a skittish like puppy or kitten or whatever, like when it's not sure if it's safe to eat the bowl of food in front of it. Like that imagery.
I can handle that. Look, have you seen the big tower over there? Those things are nasty. They hurt a lot of people. They make a lot of damage. They're not good. So I was thinking of checking it out, and I was looking for people to help me with it. That's all I want. I don't want to touch your sword.
Good.
Sorry. I just came here to talk. Are you making chewing noises?
I am.
Okay, I'm gonna be over there with my buddy Elf. Come talk to us after you finish your meal if you want to join us. And then I slowly back away and go back to my friend Elf and sit across him.
Before you turn around, I am like behind where the sword is.
Why?
I'm just like,
I've sheathed
I'm
on
just
the
like-
boy's back now.
oh, you're on his back? I thought you put him down.
Oh no, he put him away.
Yeah, he sheathed me and then like sat back down.
So I'm like behind the boy then, and I'm just kind of casually looking the sword up and down. And I just,
How did you sneak around so fast with no action?
He
Hi.
rolled stealth.
Yeah, he did. I just saw
I
it.
don't know if that was good enough or not.
No?
I just wanted to like, in like the bustling tavern, I like got up and just walked around and got another point of view.
It's not enough. My passive
It's enough.
perception is 14.
He beats the boy.
What is the boy's
Casually.
perception?
The
Oh,
boy's perception
I
right
see.
now is a 3.
Yeah. He's too focused on them ribs, man.
He's too focused on the strange giant weird dwarf that
Giant? I'm 4'8", I think. 4'5". I'm not a giant at all. Not even for a boy. And I'm talking too loud now. Oops. I am 4'5".
Does Kyrus do anything else?
I just think, and I watch and I look and I go, fascinating.
Yeah. While you're there being observant of the boy, he goes, trust?
Hmm. I didn't even know you could talk.
How long have you been together?
Couple of years?
And the first word he says is trust. Ah.
Aww.
His question for should I not kill it is door?
Oh, I thought he was like trust, as in I trust this person.
No, he's asking should I trust this person?
Oh, I see.
Maybe. She doesn't seem to have any malicious intent.
Hmm.
I
You can
don't
roll
know
for
about
it.
that elf
I don't.
yet. By the way,
As
he's
long
behind
as the
you.
sword is not a fucking goblin.
He jumps up and draws the sword. The sword irradiates in flame, and he's like, "Door,
Door.
door."
I casually look confused and point at the door. It's over there.
Also, I said adorable, not door. Just saying. But sure.
He points the sword at the elf. It's still glowing in green flame.
I wasn't expecting it to be on fire. That is doubly fascinating. I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Kyrus of the Wood Elves. I would really appreciate it if you didn't light me on fire.
Or stab him.
Or that. My dwarf friend is wise, you see.
What's your guys' passive perceptions? It's 14, and what else?
Mine is 18.
Crit
I'm trying to remember where that is.
should be the bottom of the stat block, I believe.
That's top right.
It's on exploration. It's right below your background.
14.
By the right of your... Yeah.
All right. So all of you then, besides the boy, sees notices that when it looks like a fight's about to break out, several of the patrons seem to secretly draw weapons.
You're making a scene. Could you maybe put me away for now? We don't want to start trouble here.
Door, and he resheaths you, and the flame goes out when he sheaths you.
So you're just an armed Hodor. Is what.
Do any of you speak Draconic?
I do.
Who?
Me.
And me.
I do not.
He does mention something, and this is the first time you've heard him speak like fluently in anything. In Draconic, he goes, these bloody knife ears think that because they live forever, they can look down on us.
These what? I didn't understand.
Bloody knife ears.
Knife ears. Oh, well.
You might know that he refers to drow mostly in that manner. Like in common.
Mm.
Okay. I'm not sure what to make of it. Vox, why aren't you shocked that the boy is speaking fluently? Go do something.
Be shocked, Fox.
I am
Yes.
shocked.
I am also shocked. There you go. Ball's in your court.
I forgot to write down my languages.
Would you like to get out of here? I asked the boy.
I'm guessing.
Do you ask him in common or Draconic?
And Draconic, considering that he speaks it fluently.
He kind of hops back, like, oh snap, what?
Yeah, it appears she speaks Draconic.
He drops you for a second and turns around to look at you. Like, he still has you in the sheath. Like, he unholsters the sheath really quickly, but you're so long that your tip, like the bottom of the blade, drags across the ground. And he looks at you as you speak to him in Draconic.
I don't know what to make of this. Like, boy is shocked that we speak the things that the boy speaks. Vox is shocked that boy speaks at all. I'm shocked that there's a fucking talking sword and a boy speaking Draconic.
He walks up to you. The boy walks up to Shippy and begins sniffing her.
I allow him to. Not moving much in any dangerous way. I look at the elf and I say, maybe don't move. Let him do his thing.
He looks entirely interested in you. You seem to have made a friend.
He's like, why do you speak the language of dragons?
That is one long story. That's all I have. I don't really have a background for why I speak it.
What are you guys saying?
He pauses for a second, and he looks at the elf. You tower. And raises an eyebrow.
Me tower.
Yeah.
I door tower.
If it would be easier for you, I could I could translate from Draconic to speak to them for you.
So could I.
I would greatly appreciate your help. I'm going in the tower.
Oh, everyone's cutting out. Hold on.
Hodor.
Odor.
I said that in Draconic. So you actually
said
did.
Odor in Draconic.
No, I said the other thing in Draconic.
Okay.
Did he just say that he doesn't want to kill the tower?
I don't believe he knows what door means to you.
I have no idea what any of this means.
Wait, what is... You say door in Draconic, or do you say door in Common?
Oh god.
Door in Common.
Okay, because he doesn't know Common. He only knows enough to, like, basic communicate. He just assumes that everyone else speaks Common and no one speaks Draconic. So the little bit of Common he knows, he's gotten from you.
Sounds like you should talk more in common, Vox.
He understands it, mostly.
He just can't speak it. I see.
Yeah, he's not practiced at it.
I look at the very confused boy and I say, my friend Elf said that he wants to check out the tower. In Draconic, I say. And we do want to kill it.
Why would a Drogar want to kill the tower? If you don't know what that is, that's an evil dwarf, a Drogar.
I am not evil.
I believe you're mistaken. He appears to be a normal dwarf.
What's a normal dwarf?
Oh boy.
Someone that doesn't want to kill you?
I briefly outlined the history of the dwarves.
You briefly outlined the not Underdark races.
Yes.
She's just
6 days later, the elf has left.
It's part of my personality.
Wait, does that mean he's not a drow?
Correct. Drows are characterized by their dark skin and red eyes. Usually.
Not by their pointy ears.
No.
But why haven't we run into not drow before?
I don't know, actually. It's pretty fascinating that we have not run into normal elves where we've been.
Very lucky. Elves are bitches. Totally offense to Crip.
Okay, so ask him if he lives underground.
He wishes me to ask you if you live underground.
Underground?
Do mountain dwarfs live under mountains? They do, right?
Well, they're talking to me.
Oh.
Because you can understand them. They wouldn't need Vox to pass the message on.
I know, I was just wondering if I did too.
I'm guessing you do, because you're a mountain dwarf. So you can live under the mountain. But no, I live in the tops of the trees. I make my homes in the forests and the woodlands to the direction of the woodlands.
Is he lying?
No, that's fairly typical of elves.
Alright. So we trust these guys, right?
I don't see any reason not to yet.
Yet.
Best to be on your guard, though.
Wait till you meet a
Okay.
goblin.
Do we go back in there?
Back in there. Have you been inside the tower before?
Isn't that where everyone comes from?
No, it's not. I've come from a far, far away place. Why are you giggling?
Isn't that where everybody comes from? No, when a mommy blade and a daddy blade love each other very much.
No, Crip, why?
Don't put anything into any you know what, and don't do it for the first time, please.
Oh, God.
Alright, well,
Where were
I'll
we?
do whatever you say. I don't want to talk to them.
I guess cutting out again.
He begins
Yes,
shoveling. He
Alright.
begins shoveling the larger chunks of meat into his backpack. And
Smart
then
boy, though.
takes his, holds out his water skin to the barkeep. The barkeep waves your hand, and a tankard fills it up with a clear liquid. And he waits for you guys outside. And we will enter the tower shortly. Let me just walk my family out to the car.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So, what you make of the sword and the boy? I asked the nerd. I asked Kyrus.
The elf.
I feel like the lad wants to stab me a little too much.
Seems like he's just new to your kind. I have no idea how, but give him the benefit of the doubt.
I've seen many aggressive types over the years. This one won't ruffle my quiver any amount.
Ruffle my quiver. Is that a euphemism?
Would you like to be?
Oh,
No. Put your quiver away, Crip.
It is on my hip and ready to go.
oh boy.
I want to punch you so much right now. My character face palms at the terrible joke that the fucking elf made.
It wasn't a joke. It was a saying.
The saying is not about quivers.
I see.
You're an odd elf.
I've been told that many times.
Still don't know why.
I sigh and move away. Just walk away from the fucking elf and go through the door of the tavern. So we're all outside now. Adam needs to set the thing. The scenery.
The scenery.
The schneen.
Yeah.
Scenery.
Why am I hungry?
Dunno.
Boo. Go away, hiccups.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Booga booga booga.
So while our scenario isn't setting and we're just sitting here on the porch of this place,
Uh-huh.
wanna talk about something?
Sure. What can we talk about?
I don't know. You're the talking sword. Figure it out.
What's the point of being able to talk if you don't talk?
Go on, Vox. Find small talk for us. That's how I felt when Crip made me go talk to this boy in the sword. I still don't know either of your names, and no one knows my name. Or wait, Crip knows my name, right? Did I introduce myself to you?
I don't recall. No, I don't think you did.
Okay, so my name is
myself.
Riswin, and I know you're Kyrus. What about you? I asked the sword and the boy. Though when I say, what about you, I ask you specifically because I'm using common at this moment. I mean, I have to figure out how to differentiate common from the draconic.
Speaking rar.
I asked the boy what his name is. How about that? And then I asked the sword the same, since the boy isn't here to reply. Yes?
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's Twitter.
I asked what your name is.
Let me... There, no, I'm not looking at Twitter anymore.
God damn it, Vox.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Fox can answer the question. What is your name?
I was looking at
I
Twitter
did.
and getting distracted.
I asked it in Draconic to the boy in the sword. So if the sword should be busy looking at Twitter, could the boy please answer me with his name?
My name? I don't know.
What does the sword call you?
I'm pretty sure he just calls me boy.
Boy.
Whatever that means.
What does it say, boy?
Do you like it?
I know not what it means.
A boy is just
It
a small
means-
male child.
It means boy. I say the word for boy in Draconic.
I mean, it is not inaccurate.
Boy.
I shall call you boy.
Now, if only I was,
This-
if only I was a frost-imbued giant axe,
So, do you get to learn your name, Vox, or are you
Oh, I know
still
my name.
distracted?
You don't know your name?
I do know my name.
Oh.
It's Ashroon.
The boy leads you guys as you gather outside to the gate guarded by all the paladins.
Can we just walk through, or are we gonna have to fight the paladins?
We're not gonna
Are
fight
Are they
the
just
paladins.
like guards watching out, or
They seem more interested in watching the
Wait.
door to the tower than the people going into the tower.
oh
What
god,
race are
you're
the
cutting out?
paladins?
The paladins are a mix. Some are dwarves, some are humans, some are elves.
Okay.
Some look human, some are definitely not human.
Also, I didn't hear if we can just walk in.
The guards seem more interested in guarding whatever may be coming out of the door than what goes into it.
Yeah, they're here to guard against the tower, not those wishing to explore it.
I
There-
look closely at the tower and
There is-
carefully.
It looks to be maybe 150 feet tall. It looks like it's made of black obsidian. Perfectly smooth, no handholds, except for a lone wooden door set in the side.
Is it like a single width door?
No, it's a double door.
Double doors. Okay.
It's like maybe 15 feet tall. Each door itself is probably 10 feet wide. Pretty massive doors.
Okay.
I
Can we
walk up
just
to the
push
door.
them open?
As you guys walk up to the door, one of the guards kind of stops you, looks you over, examines you guys pretty closely, and then waves you past.
I take my great sword out of my whatever it is, my butt,
Out of your sheath,
wherever it is,
probably your back,
probably.
because it's a great sword.
Boy doesn't seem to like being inspected that closely, but he doesn't attack the guards.
Oh no, I was preparing to enter the tower.
Yep.
I was just like bracing myself for whatever we're about to face.
I gesture politely towards the door and look towards the barbarian and say, "Ladies first."
Coward. I say as I pass by with my gigantic greatsword.
While you're walking up, I'm knocking an arrow to my bowstring just to be sure in case something comes running out.
You guys open up the doors. You go in. You're in a hexagonal room with a small, normal single door set on the other side that is closed.
Ah, yes. The tower.
I look around to make sure that there are no traps and everything is safe, and I move to the door carefully.
There is one thing odd about this space. This hexagonal room looks about as big as the base of the tower.
Why is that odd? Oh, I see. My brain took a second to catch up. Sorry.
Ever the construct of strange magical origin.
You sound very familiar with this place, Master Blade.
So was the boy.
The boy doesn't seem to be on high alert right now.
You both know of these towers pretty well?
I've spent most of my time that I've been conscious in one of these towers.
That you've been conscious? Huh. You didn't tell me that you don't remember anything, did you? I don't remember anymore.
I did.
How ironic.
He did, if I remember rightly, but I
In a
could be wrong
place
as
like
well.
this?
The boy sniffs the door on the other side.
Or ending open?
That one should be fine.
He pushes it. He pulls it open, and there's an unlit. He pulls it open, and there's an unlit hallway going down. Spiral staircase going down.
It's going down?
Yep.
How unusual.
A very
I
large
say as I
tower where the first floor
grip
is
my-
going down.
As I grip my great sword and move very cautiously because I don't trust this at all.
Does anyone like assertively take point, or are you guys cautiously going down? Because if you don't, the boy will take point.
The boy is human, right?
He appears to be human. Yes.
I mean, he's yeah.
He does have some telltales that he might not be entirely human, but that's not uncommon.
Well, I would know this. Does he need light to see?
No.
He doesn't have dark. He does have dark vision.
Yeah.
Got it.
So boy, take point.
I would say so. Yes.
He throws his hands over his shoulder and he begins walking. Though, Vox, you want to make me 3 investigation checks.
Sure.
Jesus, okay.
Let me just make sure I know my. Yep. Okay.
First roll of the night.
Yeah, I'm delaying it a little bit. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, hey, this is far better.
no natural ones.
So, how closely are you following the boy? Because he's walking at a normal pace, like he's not being cautious.
Who are you asking?
The 2 people that aren't strapped to his back.
Aha.
I am
So,
being
like-
a bit cautious. Not too cautious, but not
We're, like,
completely
going down
regular
a-
pace either.
We're going down a flight of steps, right?
Is spiral staircase down? Yes.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know, 2 steps up from everybody else, keeping like the back.
All right. How many steps behind are you? Okay. So you're all the way in the back,
Yep.
and that means Shippy's in the middle. How many paces behind the boy are you keeping from him?
Some 5 or so.
All right. So being about 5 steps back, you barely see the back of him from around the corner because it's a spiral staircase down, and it's a pretty tight spiral.
Okay.
But as you're walking, you do see him suddenly drop. And as you catch up to where he's at, you see that the stairs have had flattened out into a slide instead of steps.
Okay. Is the slide like progressing towards me, or is it just
It looks like it starts at a point about 5 steps away and keeps going as far as you can tell.
okay? I warn the elf. Hey, buddy. There is something out here. I'm not sure if the boy meant to go down
I
or
peek
if he
over,
just.
I peek over the
missed
barbarian's
the thing.
shoulder and see the slide and go, that's unfortunate. We better catch up.
I step into the slide
Or
as carefully as I can.
do you make a point to not slide, or do you just slide after him?
Oh no, I do not slide at all. I just
Okay.
very carefully go down. I don't trust this.
Okay. How about you, Kairos? Do you just slide after the boy, or do you make a point not to slide?
Discord. When we do this, we're gonna have to get a room on Vox's server.
We can switch to room on Vox's server. That'll make it easier for you guys.
There
Yeah.
we go. Hopefully it stops the cutting out.
Let's do it.
Quick, into...
Streaming?
Streaming.
There we go.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. We'll see in about 10 minutes if it worked.
Yeah.
All right, Kairos, do you make a point to slide or not slide?
So
That is the question.
I call out on your left and jump.
Okay,
And
I'm going
slide
to need a perception check followed by a reflex save.
Perception check. Reflex save.
Yeah.
Dexterity
Or
save.
dexterity save, or acrobatics.
So that is that.
Okay. So, you guys slide. So you're sliding down, and I'll catch up to the odd man out in a second.
Okay.
And it goes for about 50 steps, and there's a pit.
Okay.
You manage to barely catch yourself on the opposite side and pull yourself over
Okay.
before falling into it. Like, you just barely glide over it by the skin of your teeth, essentially. But it keeps sliding on the other side, so you can attempt to stop yourself, or you can keep sliding. If you take it as you look down into the pit, because you kind of almost fell into it, the boy is not down there.
I keep sliding and I keep looking forward.
Okay. Need one more perception check.
Perception. Oh.
Okay. Roll me a perception check, Vox.
Okay. What's my perception? I'll have these macroed by next time, though.
Yeah.
4.
Okay. So, for what happens with you guys you don't see the step that collapses under him and turns into a slide, but you do spot the pit trap in the middle of the slide. So you guys manage to avoid not falling into it, but you do trip it. As you continue to slide down.
Oh god.
What was
Sorry.
that? Yep. As you get to the bottom of the slide, you do see that there's another trap at the bottom of it, but Boy doesn't get out of the way fast enough and kind of shoulders into it and takes a bit of damage.
Ouch.
While you're there kind of cleaning yourselves up, you hear someone else coming to slide down the slide, and Boy manages to pull him out before he runs into the spikes at the end of the slide.
Yay.
Now back to Shippy at the top of the slide.
Yep.
You
Very
slowly,
carefully. I'm like about halfway down where I can before the hole, I suppose.
yeah, you systematically make yourself your way down to the hole. If you want to make an athletics check to clear the hole, you clear the
yeah.
hole, and you keep working your way down. You guys at the bottom of the hole, you wait like 20 minutes before the barbarian shows up, unscathed.
Hey guys.
Oh, we were just... I
What
was just
up?
thinking that you might have fallen into that pit trap.
I like to be careful.
That was a lot of fun. You want to go again?
I think it might be wiser to not do that.
As you say, Master Blade. Continue on.
As you guys walk, the hallway widens up a bit, and there's a double door. Those with a higher than average passive perception hear the sounds of battle going on the other side of the door.
There is something on the other side of the door, and it doesn't sound pretty.
Sounds like there may be a scuffle.
What is considered higher than average?
10 is average.
Okay,
Higher than 10.
So
gotcha.
the boy doesn't hear it, or
The boy does
Oh.
not. I mean, like, he's aware that something's going on, but he seems oblivious to it.
I tell the boy, there's fighting going on there. Do you know what that's about? In Draconic, of course.
He looks at you and glances over his shoulder.
If a sword could shake its head, then it would be.
Just wiggle its hilt left and right.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell that it's a fight, but you know this place, so
He plasters himself against the this half of the door and slowly cracks it open. Let's see if I can do this right. Let's see. There we go. And kind of gets the vision of some kobolds that he sees. He opens the door a little bit more. Come on, do it right. There we go. Come on. Roof. Whatever. Just
that's fine.
cube it. There. Sees that half of the room.
Are kobolds nature?
Arcana.
Good enough. They're the same damn thing for me.
They are obviously fighting something.
I identify the kobolds.
Yep.
Wait. Is that who I think it is?
I don't know where my glasses. Is it who you think it is?
Those are who I think they are. I remember those tokens.
Do you want to share the class?
No.
Nope.
Thanks.
That would
He-
be player knowledge.
He does not push the door open more than to see kobolds.
What do you see? Or do we all see this? Or just
Yeah. He just cracked the door open, and you guys can like all peek in and kind of like look
Okay.
around. But that's about. You're only seeing like half the room that from the angle that he is. You'd have to open up the other door or open the door fully to see the other half of the room.
Is
I-
this a door?
This is all a door. Yes, that's a door.
Okay.
And this is a door.
Yeah.
I sort of...
Do you know what those are? I asked to the sword, I suppose.
Oh, yes, of course. Those are kobolds.
What are those? Can you explain to me?
They're
Because
they're basically small lizardoid, humanoid creatures that worship dragons, for the most part.
are they evil? Or bad?
Not all the time. They're not... They can be whatever they want to be, really. There's not a general consensus on whether or not kobolds are universally evil or just mostly evil.
What are they fighting? I can't tell what they're fighting.
They're gold kobolds, right?
Yeah. and then 2 that are obviously not gold kobolds.
Judging by their color, they're probably good variety. What the fuck?
Ominous. Ooh.
The star there was quite sexy. I was concerned there.
The kobolds start taking off their clothes.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those kobolds are already naked.
Get there.
That's really loud. How do I turn that down? Hold on.
On the gear.
Here's it turned on now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it is. I need to turn it up for myself
Now
now.
it's really yeah.
The fight doesn't seem to be going in the kobold's favor.
Should we intervene? Person that knows what they are.
Probably. Can I see that other creature?
Yeah, he comes into vision and is getting mobbed by those 2 kobolds.
Which knowledge?
That would probably be nature, I guess. Or
Okay.
dungeoneering, if that's still a knowledge.
Dungeoneering is not a knowledge.
Yeah,
They have
then nature.
Arcana, History, Investigation, and Nature, and Religion.
Nature it is then.
Alrighty. Natural 20. What the fuck is
Definitely
Nice.
a drow.
Ah, that is a drow. Those are generally universally evil, so we should probably help the kobolds.
Wanna crack the door open a little bit more, boy? Are you asking the Draconic?
Do you want to start this fight now or later?
Can we finish in 30 minutes?
No, that's the boy.
Oh. Well, question still stands. Can we finish this fight in 30 minutes? Or so?
Yeah, possible.
Okay. Okay. Let's go in and see what's fully going on here. Doesn't look too good.
Okay.
Night,
Roll
bruh.
initiative.
The boy gets a +2 to initiative for wielding me.
Okay.
Oh.
Roll me initiative, Vox.
Well, what's his...
+0.
Oh god, so he's just a +2.
Yep.
Well, I'm going last.
No, you're not. You're going before the boy.
I'm gonna delete you off. I'll get to use boy's turn. And I gotta roll 2.
Well, I mean, I should probably roll, at
Be with
least
the
roll
boy.
just in case the boy lets go of me for any reason.
Yeah, that's probably highly likely. Then 18 from ship.
I also have a +2. I go at the same time as the boy.
All right. Yeah, your first ship.
Do I have control over my character? Nope.
All right, give me a second.
Sure.
Edit. Boop. You now have control of your character.
I casually move a couple feet so I can see stuff. So the whole room is free for me.
I don't have control over the sword or the boy.
I'm getting there.
Do they know that we're here yet?
They are mostly focusing on the fighting going on here.
Can I cast Pass Without Trace? So we can sneak closer.
It is, if you want it on your turn, you can. All right, so you open up the thing, you burst into the room, and yeah.
Oh, I need to zoom out for this. Hold on. Okay. There's stuff going on.
Oh, yikes.
There's more here. That right there.
I wave the others in, and then I end my turn.
Okay. This one, out of frustration, tries to cast a fireball right here. He stops it. And the rest of the kobolds try to do their thing. He runs over here. Draw turn. This one tries to shift up and takes a swing at this one. This one runs over here, takes a step over here, noticing you guys. So does he. He comes over here like that to touch this fool.
Oh my.
All right, Kairos.
So we're aiming at these like purpley dudes, right? They're the bad
Yep.
guys in this.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Or you can view them all as the bad guys if you want. I mean, they're kobolds.
Okay, I will. Am I in range? Is my question.
I did mention that since they're gold, they're probably good guys.
Is this the range meter?
Look at that.
80 feet.
Isn't the range you can hit 100?
I think so. So I aim for this dude,
Shoot him
and
twice.
before I shoot, I apply Hunter's Mark to him.
Good
Do it.
job.
So applying Hunter's Mark, and then I aim and I fire. I likely miss.
Shoot again. You have extra attack because you hit 5.
I do. I'm just wondering if that one hit or not.
Nope.
Okay, try again.
That one does hit.
That one is hits.
Ooh, for max damage.
Gotta roll your hunter's mark
Oh,
damage.
Nice.
Hunter's Mark was a D6, wasn't it?
Yep. But it might have gone
Oh,
up.
Jesus. Hi, alarm.
Someone needs to go sleepy slips.
soon.
So that's 16 damage to this one.
Yep.
That one's now injured, so now my colossal things can work in future attacks. That is all I can do, I think.
Okay. That makes it boy's turn.
Oh, right. How far can you move on a dash? Is it double?
Do you say anything to him?
Move as close as you can and drop me.
Okay. Give me a second. I should have prepped this. Where is it? Where is it? Why am I not finding it? Oh, because for some reason it's saying image not found. That's why.
Oh my god, Adam.
Yep. All right. So the boy will. Oop, I didn't mean to do that.
The thing that you got has a lot of extra things for us to mess with.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
The boy will move here and drop you here.
And then I will move on my turn, assuming he's not going to do anything else.
He will do something.
Okay. Because my turn is after his, technically.
He throws you at this guy.
He throws me?
Yeah. You do 2d6, right?
I do.
All right. This guy takes some damage. I'm assuming you had 1 damage, right? Because you're magic.
Yes.
Okay. Boom. Yeah. Oop. You are in that dude's space.
Okay.
Okay.
On my turn, I'm going to hack him to pieces.
That is boy's turn.
Cool. I will begin the process of hacking him to pieces.
The one you got thrown at, or the one I shot?
The one I got thrown at.
Okay.
I can't find the thing with the turn. Oops.
Mine disappeared too.
Oh, there it
Yes,
is.
no.
Hi.
Plus 7, not 8. I'm dumb.
No dumb.
Yes, dumb.
No dumb.
So it's
Shush.
the first attack and the second attack. Second attack hits, right?
They both hit.
Oh, they both hit. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to spend a point between those 2 attacks. So I do 2d6 plus. Fuck, what's my bonus on that? Plus 4. Do they care about fire damage?
No, but they do take fire damage.
Okay. So here's the first damage. And then I spent a point to regain the ability to apply that on my second hit.
You kill it.
You just do like 43 damage.
Yes.
Is that what is that, like a spell, or is that just something you do all the time?
I have once per turn I can apply fire damage equal to 2d4 to my hit.
Okay. Right.
And then I can spend a magic point, quote unquote magic point, to be able to do that again.
Jesus.
So I can do it on my extra attack.
Gotcha.
But I have a very limited magic pool.
Mm-hmm.
Equal to my level.
Well, get one of them.
Oh wait, hold on 1 sec. I might be able to do one more thing, since I didn't actually move this turn. So I reduced that to 0, right? It's dead.
Yep.
So I get a free dash action. Yeah, okay, so I get a free dash action, so I'm gonna dash back to the boy's hand.
Yep.
And if I make it back to his hand that turn, which I do, he gets a +2 to damage rolls made with me for the next minute.
So essentially, this happened.
Yes.
Jesus.
Basically, sword pulled, and then I flurried him to death, and then just came back to his hand.
Swordorang.
All right. Barbarian's turn, or Broadbarian in this case.
How do I see the distance thingy?
It was
Distance.
the 4th button down on that top left thing. I just click to that and then click your location and drag.
I see. I can move 35 feet.
You can charge for double that.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah,
Get all the way to there. Goddamn.
almost.
Almost.
Yeah.
70 feet. I think you
Okay.
can get to the other guy fighting Kobold.
This one?
Yeah, the one that crypt shot.
The-
Do I ping?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I can.
Fuck
Okay.
him up!
How do I? Hold on. I move here
Charge.
and
Right,
I
take a swing.
hit the person. Or do I hit the person?
You do not
Rip.
Damn.
whiff. That brings it to Kobold turn. He drags this one away, but gets stabbed in the process.
Well,
Ripperino.
And this one attempts to fight, but his claws seem to just clank off the armor. These two attempt to fight, and they get some hits in. Look at that. Okay. This one moves up because he's getting frustrated over here and attempts to do more magics, which gets stopped by this guy. And then it goes Drow time, and Drow time comes over here and says hi to Boy. You don't boost Boy's AC, do you?
I do not boost Boy's AC,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Boy gets stabbed, but he
Oh,
doesn't seem
no.
to care. As he kind of goes he starts going a little bit more feral.
just a little feral.
All right, Ranger.
Let me just check something. Ooh, just. I noticed that this guy is interrupting this person's spellcasting. So
Yep.
I aim at
Person.
this guy and try and shoot him.
All right, all right.
Shoot her.
So if I do... Yeah. Pew!
Hey, look, you hit.
Ooh, max damage again.
Nice.
I aim at the same person, and this time I'm gonna -5 off my to hit roll.
Uh-huh.
So imagine, it's gonna miss anyway.
Yep,
Damn it.
that does miss.
Yeah. I hit him once.
Unfortunate.
If it hit though, it would have done 18 damage.
Yeah.
Boy
Boy.
tosses you aside
Okay.
as he literally roars at this dude and then tackles him as he shifts into a dragon. A small dragon, a medium size, like he's like 4 or 5 feet long from snout to tail. and just begins like beating on him. Gonna make a couple attacks for him.
That explains a lot.
You want to roll 2 attack rolls for me, Vox?
What bonus?
Just 2 base attack rolls. Or two d20s. Alright, they both would hit. And he needs to do 3d, 4d on the first one and 2d on the second one. So 68 total.
He's stronger than me.
Jesus.
He's a fucking dragon.
25. He didn't roll well though. Oh no, he got a strength, so 35.
Jesus.
Is that guy even still alive?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And sword turn.
It looks like Boy has that pretty well handled.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go over here and try to finish off the one that Kyrus attacked. Yeah.
Nice. Good job.
Oh yeah. I think since I moved, I don't get a bonus action to, or I don't get the extra. Do I get an extra attack? I don't know the extra attack rules on 5e.
What would you attack there?
Oh, is he dead? Nothing.
Yeah.
Then.
He did.
If he's dead, I leave it alone then. I
Yep.
rolled 2 5s on 2d6.
So whenever you take an attack action, whenever,
He's getting an extra attack.
you get an extra attack.
That's cool.
You do
I-
so much damage. That's
I-
insane.
I almost rolled max again. Let me go look at the other ones that I rolled. I rolled really high on all of them so far.
That attack costs a lot. That he does. That the paladin does.
Yeah.
He smote.
Oh.
Base claw plus fire plus smote.
I'm just a fire sword.
All right. That brings it back to turn order.
I move. And I am very mad that I didn't get to hit that guy. So I attack with fucking rage.
Rage gives you advantage. Roll again.
Does it?
Oh no. Thank God
It's
for
okay.
advantage.
Well,
She just misses.
seriously? I'm not gonna get to hit anything. Come on now.
Oh. Okay.
What?
I've been calculating my damage wrong. +4, not +7.
Gasp.
Still would have killed it. Their turn is gonna help this guy over here since you guys seem to focus over there. Help ya. Help ya. He not dead.
Okay.
God, if either of the 2 special kobolds die.
And kobolds do a lot of nothing. Drow turn. This drow attacks this guy
Kills
and
him
hits him. Guy needs to make a force save
or die.
or fall asleep. Come on, draw poison.
Drop a Catalan.
I forget where the dice are every time. Hey, look, he doesn't fall asleep.
Hey.
Make me, barbarian,
Yes.
a charisma save.
Let me check what my charisma is. Jesus, it's not good. I have no nothing. It's just 1d20.
I should have taken my
Jesus.
dash action.
Jesus has a pretty good save.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, look, you make it.
Yay.
Yay!
You are
I
not
can't hit, but I can't get
fascinated.
hit either.
Drow boss tries to fight off dragon. He hits dragon, but does not fight dragon off. Dragon takes some more damage.
Wait, did you
He's
say
not
drow
good.
boss?
He did say
Does-
drow boss.
Drow boss, yeah, drow boss.
Boss drow?
Yeah, boss drow. Not the boss drow of the fight.
Well, that cannot stand. I didn't know he was a boss threatening boy.
And then ranger.
Ranger will... There's no way I can hit that from here. Not yet. So I'm gonna aim for the one near the barbarian and
Oh, nice.
try and finish it because it's already wounded, so my Colossal Slayer will work. So I will shoot once. Nope.
You
Roll
wish
credits.
You shot.
How bad is bad?
Do I
Just roll me a d20. Just a d20.
Okay.
Alright, you just miss.
Okay, good. And then I try and shoot them again. With extra attack. Oh my god.
If you hit me because you're rolling like shit, I'm gonna be so mad.
How did I roll 2 natural ones in a row?
You did. You rolled a 1, a 17, and a 1.
I mean,
Roll
like,
me another d20.
yeah, I'm on it. Okay, at least those are
Thank
good.
God. At least you're not hitting me.
I'm just waiting for Crypt to grand fumble.
Yep. Alright, boys' turn.
Just arrows flying across the room.
Wait, did
Boy
you?
misses.
I'm surprised you didn't use your luck power.
I have to use it before the roll, I think, don't I?
No, you use it before the result of the roll is revealed. So before I tell you whether it missed or not.
Oh.
So when I go roll to confirm, before you roll to confirm, you can declare that you're using your luck power.
I see. So
Good to know.
the rolling the 1d20 is the confirm.
To confirm how bad is bad.
Okay.
So instead of rolling that, you can just, that's a 20.
Got it. I'm glad I picked this power. I just have to remember to use it.
Well, I'll remind you.
Sword.
You didn't kill it?
He missed.
I'm gonna kill it. I will save the boy.
Save your boy, mighty sword.
He hit him.
I am on fire tonight. No pun intended.
Green
Sweet.
flame blade.
Is that meant to be +4 now?
Yes. I did.
So 3 less damage.
The 20.
Alright, still standing.
Extra attack action.
Yeah, go for it, bro.
15.
Yeah, you hit.
So I didn't spend to get that, so I'll just do a regular hit,
Sorry.
which is much less impressive.
He looks bloodied, but he's still fighting.
Tough son of a bitch.
I should have spent a magic pull point.
Top of the round.
I am so angry. Roar!
Yeah.
Fucking finally!
Yay!
I hit the motherfucker.
The sound of combat in the background. Ching, ding, ding, ding.
Oh yeah.
You want to roll another 2d6 to see if you roll higher than 5? Because Savage over there.
Just a d6 or with the 7?
2d6. Just roll 2d6.
How do I have to type?
All right.
Nope.
Your damage doesn't change.
Extra attack action.
Can I?
Yes.
You are a barbarian.
With rage still?
Yep.
Yep.
I'll do it. I'm pretty sure that I'm not hitting it. Should have left while I had the chance.
Nope. Okay. Their turn.
I can't believe I haven't missed yet.
Deaded.
Can't believe I only hit it something once.
This guy goes over here. He's
decorating
like-
walls.
He's like, I'm so dead, but I'm not dead. And he runs over here to check boy. He attacks, hits. He attacks, misses. Drow counter, fights boy. Boy is not happy.
Fight sword.
Boy's grappling him.
So,
He's focusing boy. Make another charisma save, ship.
It's just a d20.
why
Oh,
does
God.
Drow poison hit on charisma?
It's not.
Oh. Oh.
You're fascinated. think that-
Fascinating.
You think that drow lady is super pretty.
She hot. I'm a big I'm a big dilator.
She's trying to convince you that the kobolds are evil.
That'll be a
Whether you
corpse
believe her or
later.
not is something else. All right. Ranger.
Okay. I see the bad stuff happening over there with my barbarian friend, and I try and shoot them without killing myself or them.
Or
Do it.
me.
Oh.
Hey, look, you hit.
Yay! So now this guy's injured, right? I've hit him once before,
Yeah.
so I get an extra D8 Colossal Slayer.
All right, he goes down.
Shoot your next shot at the boss.
And then, with that person down, I then aim at this person.
Who you'll also get
And-
Colossal Slayer on.
Yeah, and I fire.
Fucking
Oh my
use your
God.
luck of power. Use your luck of power right now.
I use my luck of power. It's a 20.
Okay, roll another d8. Or you can times 2 your damage.
Roll 2 more d8s.
Or I can times 2 my damage. I'd rather just re-roll the D8, I think.
It doesn't reroll, it adds, it's an additive. But whatever you do, you stick to it.
Roll 2 d8s then, if that's what you want to do. Because you also get Colossal Slayer, because that person is definitely hurt.
Okay, I'll roll 2 D8s. Oops. Okay.
So 6 plus 9 is 15. Okay, so when you pull this arrow back and you call up and you feel like, oh man, I really need this to hit.
Yep.
You get a vision of a woman working at a loom, and she pulls a black thread out of the fabric that she's weaving and snips it. And right when that image happens, you flash back to where you're at as you release the arrow, and it flies through and goes through the drow's eye.
Oh shit, in a raid.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Did it raid? Oh!
Yes. What up?
Did it?
Yay! My luck
Justice
killed
will
someone.
win.
We are playing D&D today. 5th Ed.
With
How's
the
it
last
going?
drow dead, the boy shifts back to being a human child or preteen, teenager. In that range, like maybe like 12 to 15 years old. And the kobold here seems to be tending to his wounds.
I sheath myself on the boy's back, being his mighty sword.
The other kobolds go to drag and line up the drow bodies. They are talking in Draconic, and they're kind of just like, oh man, it's so great to finally get some dragon help around here. These drow are a nuisance.
What is boy saying?
The boy is just sitting there, tired. He wants to take a nap.
I'm like strapping my bow back onto my back as I walk up and stretch and go, that escalated quickly. So, do you guys have fun?
It was alright.
Quite a rousing
I'm
fight.
clearly off my game.
I don't
Need
think
to
any of
practice
us were
better.
hit apart from Boy, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was fascinated.
You
But
were
boy got wrecked.
Oh, poor Boy.
I tried to pull the enemy off boy, but he wouldn't attack me. Probably because boy was grappling him.
Yep.
I asked boy if he's okay. Hey buddy, are you feeling okay?
He grunts at you.
Alright. Wanna rest up?
The kobold injects something into the boy, and he kind of slumps over and falls asleep. As the adrenaline and tension in his face kind of just melt away.
Is that safe? Is that okay? Is that safe?
I
Teach me,
slowly
senpai.
unsheath myself. Not sure if kill.
Just, he needs rest a little bit. He'll wake up in like an hour feeling a lot better.
I resheath myself.
Very uncertain.
You guys notice the kobolds field stripping the drow.
I go to look.
They're taking.
Over here, guys.
Are you ogling the naked drow?
They are taking like their armor, their weapons, rings, amulets, jewelry, bags.
Clothes.
Nah, they'll leave the clothes.
Do we get any loot?
Share
Do you
the wealth,
ask?
fellas? I walk up and go, share the wealth, fellas. We did a lot of work here.
I feel concerned about the person that doesn't speak Draconic moving around, so I go to be a translator if needed.
Yeah, sure. You guys can get some of the loot, I guess.
Yay.
Kind of just rolls his eyes.
I dig around for loot.
There's some swords, some daggers, some vials of poison, some nifty bags, some jewelry.
What sort of nifty
What?
bags?
They're just bags. They look nifty.
They don't look
Fair enough.
magically nifty?
I don't know, dude. If you have the ability to detect if things are magically nifty,
No.
No.
I'm a
No.
sword.
boy
I
kind of
touched-
wakes. as they're like working on field stripping, and you guys are like at odds of what to do, and not talking to the kobolds and like trying to get about why they're fighting the drow or any of that stuff, like the atypical questions not murder hobos would ask.
I mean, I'll ask. I'm just sort of like waiting
I
for
can't
them
talk to them.
I'm sort of waiting for Crip to finish his getting the loot before I start conversation of the niceties nature.
It all looks like mundane loot to Crip.
Damn.
What do you take?
I take some jewelry.
All right. Roll me a D%.
A what?
100,
D100.
Yeah.
Oh.
Percentile dice.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Take some
Hi,
jewelry.
Aaron.
Yay, jewelry. Take.
Okay. They don't bat an eye at you taking jewelry.
I'm glad.
You can be the bank. I'm just here to watch.
I pocket the jewelry and walk back over to Master Sword.
So, is this guy still tending to
Hi, follow
poison
nerd.
wounds?
yeah, he bandages him up real good.
So,
Then goes back and check it, and like after he's done, he starts walking away.
oh, I'm gonna unsheath and follow him, I guess. I have a sword. Classic.
Well, at least you're not the child for once.
I was just with the child.
If I may ask, why were you fighting the drow?
We've been fighting the drow for weeks. They broke into our mine and have been stealing our gold.
Your mind, you say?
Yeah. Big boss man don't like people stealing gold.
Does he really sound like that?
Well, no. Yes, right now.
Right now?
He's letting his gangster like slip out. He's been hanging around some goblins a bit too much.
I feel I feel
Oh, Crip heard it.
wronged. This character does not sound like that.
It's not this character who's talking. It's this character who's talking.
Oh yeah, that one looks gangster.
I mean, I don't think he sounds like that either. He was pretty pretty proper.
Yep.
Anyway,
Well, maybe he's pretending to be something he's not.
He's Snoop Kobold.
well, perhaps we could help you with your infestation.
If you can get the drow out of our tunnels, then sure. We'll pay you for it. Kind of looks at you. And roll me an investigation. That's the check I want you to roll.
Sure. Wow.
Never mind then. Well, wait, maybe.
DCs are a lot lower.
You do catch telltale signs of Dragon's greed flicking in his eyes as he looks at you.
I sort of back up a little bit. I float backwards a little ways.
But what would you want for gold?
Well, I personally don't care much for gold. I have no use for it, as you know. I don't even have pockets.
I don't speak this language, but I'm pretty sure I heard the word gold.
Oh, they say they'll give us gold if we clear out the drows from their mining tunnels.
A contract? Fantastic. Which way?
The enthusiastic elf here says that he'll help. Let's translate.
Barbarian's just shaking her head, face palming.
Well, you could try going through that door. And he points to this door right here.
Mm-hmm.
But you'd be trusting your luck to see if you actually get in, Drow.
Ah, yes.
What do you say?
I come closer. What about the other door up here?
You could follow us, but let's just say you haven't earned enough credibility yet to follow us through that door.
Fair enough.
Guys, what are they saying?
I translate directly.
I don't even bother.
Does your idiot friend not speak Draconic while traveling with a dragon?
We just met him.
Well,
Can I teach Crip to speak Draconic?
You can try.
I'll try to teach him as we go by. It's fine.
How does one say but?
I am not teaching you that. I'm teaching you useful things, such as
Anyway.
attack and danger.
we will attempt to help you with your issue.
All right. He tries to hand you an amulet.
I take it with Mage Hand.
He's kind of weirded out.
It's just
But-
floating next to me.
He's just like, you run into some kobold problems. Give them this amulet, and they'll leave you alone.
All right.
It's a rainbow disc. They begin picking up some of the stuff, and they shovel most of the larger weapons and stuff into a couple of the bags, and they walk off, leaving one of the bags behind.
I walk over and pick up the bag.
Crip.
I put the amulet around the boy's neck and
Tyrus.
sheathe myself, waiting for him to wake up.
As soon as the kobolds leave, he begins to stir.
Where's Vox?
I am
Underneath
next to
the
the
mop.
boy.
He's inside the boy right now.
No.
Oh, okay.
There he is.
I see. So, shall we end here or go through the door?
Well, I mean,
What is in the bag?
let's
My
get
ass.
your asses in the bag.
Pull out a shippy.
Shippy vanishes from there and appears here.
No, it's you stick your hand in, your whole arm goes in, and you don't touch the bottom.
Oh.
It's a bag of holding.
It's a big bag. I'm gonna keep this.
The boy kind of like shakes his head a little bit and rubs some stuff out of his eyes. Does like a cat, like, yeah. Oh,
How are you feeling, young one?
like I got stabbed a lot.
Sounds about right. Yep.
Did I get drow poisoned?
Did he? I don't think he did.
He got kobold sleep rested.
Some friends of ours gave you something to rest. To make you feel better. That's all. It's okay.
Picks up the amulet around his neck and begins chewing on it subconsciously.
Don't chew that.
Oh. Okay. Where did I get this?
The kobolds.
What is it?
It's an amulet. If we get into trouble with kobolds, we can present that amulet to them and they'll back off.
Oh. Why?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Probably so they won't attack us like they attack people trying to steal their things.
That sounds about right. He looks over at the stripped Drow. Did we get any other sort of payment besides safe passage in Kobold Land?
I
The
believe,
elf got some stuff.
I
I'm
believe
sure
he has
he's
the
going to
bag over
share
there.
if needed.
Hey guys, look what I can do. And I shove my hand all the way down into the bag of holding as it disappears.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Neat, right?
Congratulations.
Ah, a bag of holding. I mean,
Can you hold my
a bag
disappointment?
of holding. Nothing is big enough to hold your disappointment.
No, it's not.
Tears the disappointment at the seams.
It hurts.
Yeah, we should probably call it though, because Grip has to go to bed for stream tomorrow.
Yes.
We didn't decide what we're playing.
We did not. You're right.
Fuck, I'm gonna end this stream, and then we'll do that.
Okay.
Then you're going to
Good
bed.
idea.
All right, guys.
He's going to food first because he hasn't put it in a good while.
Yeah,
But-
I know, my nerd.
Anyway, good game, guys. And thank you all so
Yeah.
much for joining us today for this game, this last
Pleasure's
minute.
all mine.
I got to be a gambling elf.
I'm a sword.
You got
everything
to
else.
make me judge you. Are you happy?
I'm a
I
sword.
thought I'd go completely the other way of bat elf and be a happy-go-lucky, optimistic, I want to steal things and get money.
I
And
like
you're
it.
still disappointed in me.
Hey, I'm not
I'm
disappointed
disappointing
in you.
you 24/7. It's okay.
That's true. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the stream, guys. Thank you all so much for coming. This will be up on the YouTube channel, or my YouTube channel, at some point. I'm going to try to get it up by tomorrow. I don't know if that'll happen.
Check back in 2020.
I'll get on his butt. I'll make sure he does it. It's okay.
Yeah, check back tomorrow. If it's not up there, it should be up by tomorrow night. Hopefully, as long as like I get up in time, because I'm not gonna do it tonight. If, at the latest, it'll be up on Sunday. But yeah,
It's fine.
thank you guys for coming. We're gonna end it here. What the fuck was that?
Definitely not my alarm telling me to go to bed.
All right, night chat. Bye.